Welcome to my channel, where we bring you the most terrifying true stories from around the world. In today's video, I will tell you about the thing beneath the floorboards. This video is quite different from our regular videos, so if you're scared and would prefer to stay away from this video, then please do so. If not, then let's begin. When my cousin Ilyas called me from the small town of Thameslout, just outside Marrakesh, I hadn't heard from him in years. He sounded shaken, his voice low as if someone might overhear him. "There's something under the house," he said. "It started with noises, but now I think it's watching me." Ilyas had inherited his grandfather's old riad, a crumbling traditional Moroccan house with thick clay walls and cedar wood beams. It had been abandoned for decades after his grandfather Hajrash was said to have gone mad in his final years, whispering to the floors and muttering about the blood debt beneath us. I arrived that evening. The house smelled of dust and something older maybe. The walls were cracked, and though the lights flickered weakly, I noticed candles burned low in every room. "I don't use electricity at night," Ilyas said. "It doesn't like it." At first I thought he was just tired. The grief, the isolation, it could make someone hear things. But that first night, I felt it too. At around 2:30 a.m. I was jolted awake by a sound scraping like nails on wood. Then a low thud from beneath the floorboards of the guest room. I sat up, the air was heavy, and the candle on the nightstand had gone out, though there was no breeze. Ilyas knocked gently on the door. "You heard it, didn't you?" he whispered. "We stayed awake until dawn." He told me the legend how his grandfather had once allowed a Ruqya practitioner into the house to remove something evil his grandmother had brought from her old village. A cursed talisman buried in the soil during the building of the riad, meant to protect them but twisted by envy. The thing beneath was not human, nor fully jinn. They say it grew from the whispers of the dead and the anger of the earth. Every male in the bloodline had suffered madness. Ilyas was the last. I suggested we dig beneath the boards, burn whatever was there, recite Quran, cleanse the place. But Ilyas froze. I already tried. He led me to the central courtyard. The floor tiles had been torn up. In the center was a trapdoor chained shut with rusted iron and sealed with melted wax and red threads. "I opened it once," he said. "What I saw, it had no face, but it smiled. That night, it got worse." Ilyas screamed in his sleep. When I ran in, he was levitating, yes, levitating. Eyes rolled back, skin pale. His voice changed. "You cannot bury hunger," he growled, in a voice that sounded like dry leaves scraping stone. I recited every verse I knew, Surah al-Baqarah, Ayat al-Kursi, and more. The air snapped, a light bulb exploded, and Ilyas fell to the ground, motionless. I thought it was over, but the next morning I found new scratches on the floor. Fresh, deep, and Ilyas's eyes were normal again. But his voice wasn't. Too calm, too still. "I sealed it back," he said. "It'll be quiet." For now, I left that afternoon. I begged him to leave with me, but he wouldn't. He said if I leave, it'll follow. It needs a keeper. 2 weeks later, the house burned down. Locals said it was an accident, but no remains were found. Not of Ilyas, not of a thing. Sometimes, in the dead of night, I hear scraping beneath my own floors, and I wonder, did it really burn, or did it just move? This story is actually scary. There are a lot of things in our world that we can't explain, and sometimes these unexplainable things happen right in front of us. But we always try to find a reasonable explanation to them. Things like ghosts or hauntings are often dismissed as mere tricks of the mind or imagination. However, many people have experienced paranormal activity that they cannot explain away. Some believe that our world is haunted by spirits of the dead, while others believe that there are malevolent forces that seek to harm the living. Whatever the case may be, one thing is for sure, there are some things in this world that we simply cannot explain. Many people are fascinated by the paranormal and actively seek out experiences that may defy rational explanation. For example, ghost tours are popular in many cities, allowing visitors to explore allegedly haunted locations and hear stories of those who have died there. Similarly, people often visit fortune tellers or psychics hoping to gain insight into their future or connect with loved ones who have passed away. While some may view these activities as foolish or superstitious, they offer a glimpse into the human desire to understand what lies beyond the veil of the physical world. And although there are some people who choose to ignore these experiences, believing them to be nothing more than tricks of the mind or imagination, there are others who take them very seriously. These individuals may spend years researching paranormal phenomena and trying to document evidence of the supernatural. They may also become involved in groups or organizations dedicated to investigating paranormal claims. Some famous examples of paranormal investigators include Zach Bagans, who investigates haunted locations and objects for his show Ghost Adventures, and Lorraine Warren, who is a paranormal investigator and author best known for her involvement in high-profile cases such as the Amityville Horror. It's important to note that the field of paranormal investigation is not without its skeptics. Many scientists and researchers argue that there is no empirical evidence to support the existence of ghosts or other supernatural entities. However, despite this criticism, people continue to report experiences that they believe are paranormal in nature, and there are many who are actively working to document and investigate these claims. While it's impossible to know whether or not the paranormal is real, one thing is certain: the human fascination with the unknown will continue to drive our curiosity and push us to explore what lies beyond our perception. The fear of the unknown is a powerful emotion that can evoke feelings of dread, anxiety, and even panic. When we don't understand something, it's easy to let our imaginations run wild and create all sorts of scary scenarios in our heads. This is especially true when it comes to topics like ghosts, demons, and other paranormal phenomena. There are many reasons why people may be afraid of these things. For some, it may be because they have had a personal experience that they believe is paranormal in nature, and they may fear that something bad will happen to them again. Others may have heard scary stories about ghosts or demons from a young age and have been conditioned to be afraid of them. Still others may simply find the idea of the unknown to be unsettling. But the fear of the paranormal is not just a matter of personal beliefs and experiences. It is also influenced by cultural and societal factors. In many cultures, ghosts and demons are seen as evil or dangerous, and this belief is often reinforced in stories and movies. As a result, many people grow up with a deep-seated fear of the paranormal. However, it is important to remember that fear is a natural human emotion, and it's okay to be afraid. What matters is how we choose to deal with that fear. One way to overcome the fear of the paranormal is to educate ourselves about the topic. The more we learn about ghosts, demons, and other paranormal phenomena, the less scary they become. We may still find them to be unsettling, but we will be better equipped to deal with any experiences we may have. Another way to overcome the fear of the paranormal is to seek support from others. If you have had a personal experience that you believe is paranormal in nature, it may be helpful to talk to someone about it. This could be a friend, family member, or mental health professional. By sharing your experience, you will feel less alone and less afraid. Ultimately, the decision of how to deal with the fear of the paranormal is a personal one. Some people choose to ignore it and hope that nothing will happen. Others actively try to understand and overcome their fear. Whatever approach you take, it's important to remember that you're not alone and there is no right or wrong way to feel. So the next time you feel a sudden chill down your spine or hear a noise that you can't explain, don't be afraid to lean into the fear. Embrace the unknown and see what it has to teach you. You never know what you might discover about yourself or the world around you. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified of our next video. Thanks for watching.